Hi everybody and welcome back to Hex Token Channel, your host Superman in the house. Now this is a video on how to buy Hex and of course on the Ethereum Fair network. So check out the video I did yesterday on how to buy Hex on the ETH Power network. So here we are. Let's get into the Ethereum Fair network. Now this is the second proof of work copy of Ethereum proof of stake chain, which recently got launched, and of course we're going to have a look at everything you need to know how to use cross-chain swaps and of course on-chain swaps to get your Hex into your wallet, and of course you have the option of course staking that as well. I'm going to do a separate staking video for Ethereum proof of Ethereum Power and of course the Ethereum Fair network. That's going to be the next video after this. So if you're wondering how to stake, I'll be showing how to do that on all three chains in one video, so let's stay tuned for that. Let's get into it, folks. How to buy Hex on the Ethereum Fair network. Let's go. And of course, you may have got this copied over onto the chain from Ethereum if you had Hex in your wallet. Otherwise, you would need to buy it, and that's what this video is about. Let's get into it. Of course, you're going to need your Ethereum wallet or wallet. You might use MetaMask, something like that. Then, of course, your first step is going to be you're going to have to want to swap, say, Ethereum for the ETH Fair token. So ETH is the coin on the Ethereum network, and ETH is the coin on the Ethereum Fair network. So that's what's used for gas fees over on the Ethereum Fair network. Remember, it's a proof of work and a blockchain. So let's get into it. You're going to need to use defi.swift.pro, which is a cross-chain swapping bridge. And of course, that's what you're going to need to use. So for the Ethereum Power, we used SwapSpace, but here we're going to use defi.swift.pro. I definitely suggest using a separate MetaMask wallet with different private keys interacting with new dexes, and to isolate that any risk interacting with new dexes and contracts in that wallet. And you can always transfer back to your main wallets, like your Hex staking wallet, for example. Okay, so that's the first step there. And of course, what happens is that you will get ETH in your wallet. Okay, so you'll end up having Ethereum Fair in your wallet there, and that's your first step. After you've got Ethereum Fair in your wallet, of course, then you can go and buy some Hex. So you're going to have to use Uniswap Ether Fair, which is a Uniswap fork that Ether Fair or Ethereum Fair has used. And you can do an on-chain swap, basically swap your ETH for a Hex there on that chain. So all the Hex on these chains has got their own contract. Those contracts are a copy of the Ethereum chain, so they're all using the same code, but they're on different chains. So just remember that you can use the same contract for each of the chains. So basically, the Hex contract is the same contract for each of them. So we'll have a look at that. So basically, you have to swap your ETH or your Ethereum Fair there for Hex. Easy as well. So just two steps there. Cross-chain swap bridge there, ETH to ETH. And then second step, swap ETH for the Hex token there. And of course, then it's going to show up in your wallet. So you'll have the Hex in your wallet, and we'll need to import the Hex token contract, which is the same one as on the Ethereum contract, but of course on the Ethereum Fair blockchain. Then of course, you finally got the option, and it's optional to stake your Hex, of course, in app.ecoza Pro, stake Hex, and I'll be doing a video, like I say, on that next. To how to stake Hex on Ethereum, on ETH Power and Ethereum Fair network. So it's pretty amazing. So very exciting stuff. Let's get into it. Before you need to do these steps, of course, you're going to need to, in your MetaMask or whatever wallet you're using, you're going to need to add the Ethereum Fair network so that you can interact with that network or blockchain. And of course, you're going to have to click the profile circle at the top right of your MetaMask. Then, of course, you're going to have to click settings, and then you'll have to click networks and then click add a network. And of course, then you're going to have to add the network details below, and of course, click save. So let's have a look at what the Ethereum network details are. So the Ethereum name there is Ethereum Fair. The RPC URL is rpc.etherfair.org. And of course, the chain ID is 513,100. The currency symbol is ETF. And of course, for Ethereum Fair, and the block explorer there for the chain is explorer.etherfair.org. So you don't even have to add this to your MetaMask. If you actually got a copy on the Ethereum Fair fork, you had Hex in that wallet or whatever other token, and you can just paste your address in this block explorer, and you'll be able to see that. It's pretty easy to do. All right, so let's jump over to the next steps. Of course, let's go back, and of course, let's add this. Actually, let's add this to our network, and of course, we're going to go up to MetaMask here. And how you do that is you just go up to the circle, you go to settings, you hit the networks over here on the left, you click add a network. You can see I've already added these networks here, so it won't let me add them again. I've got the Ethereum mainnet there for Ethereum Fair. And of course, if we click on these details, you can see Ethereum Fair, RPC, ethereumfair.org, the chain ID, the ETF number, and of course the block explorer as well. So we've got all that there, and that's all you have to do is add all those in and click save, and you'll have all those details in your wallet, and you'll be able to switch from Ethereum over to Ethereum Fair like that. So that's how easy it is. And of course, you'll see all your assets on the Ethereum Fair network. So that's pretty easy. You're also going to have to add in on the Ethereum network there. You're going to have to add the Hex contract, or add that in a bit later on. You can do it now. It doesn't really matter, but there we are. So, all right, let's get back into it. So we've added the network. As you can see, we've added this network. We can now get into our steps 1, 2, and 3. So let's have a look here. So step 1, swap Ethereum for ETH Fair. We're going to use DeFiSwift.pro. Now, all the links will be in the video description, so you'll be able to check that. Now, obviously, before you even start, you're going to want to know how much is ETH Fair and how much is Hex on the chains. Well, the first way, how you find out what the native coin is on ETH Fair, you can go to CoinGecko and type in ETHF, and of course it will be show you the current price, which is currently $2.19. You can actually go down to the chart there, and of course you can look at the max chart there to see how it's performed. Obviously, it started off pretty amazing, up at $18, and then it's been around 70 cents, and recently had a bit of a rally, got as high as $2.90, and currently at $2.16. Remember, there's volatility in the main coin, and of course that is reflects the general overall valuation of the chain itself. Obviously, on top of that is all the tokens, and they can be worth a lot of money too. Now, what you can do is you can put in the amount. So let's say you wanted to spend $1,000 on Ethereum Fair. That's going to get you 456.62 Ethereum Fair coins at the moment. So $1,000 will get you that much at the moment. That's going to move up and down depending on the price. Of course, $1,000 divided by $2.19 is going to give you the actual amount of coins. In this case, 456 there. So that's pretty much that. You're also going to want to know what the price of Hex is on the chain at the moment. Obviously, here we are on dexscreener.com, Ethereum Fair. Now, remember, I'll leave all the links in the video description. And you can see the top pairs we're going to hit by liquidity. You can also sort by trading volume as well. You can see the key metrics. You can see the blockchain that's currently run on Ethereum Fair. You can see the number of transactions on a 24-hour basis. And, of course, you can see the 24-hour volume there. You'll note that Ethereum Fair prices are being derived from the MEXC exchange, and this is based on the Ethereum Fair USDT market there. And of course, the USDT is backed by actual real assets. Obviously, on the Ethereum Fair, just like Ethereum Power, there are no stable coins on Ethereum Fair. They basically dropped to zero. If you're holding those, if you had them forked over, they pretty much dropped to zero there, pretty close to. They're worth maybe a little fraction or something. So that's pretty much it. And so you can actually see the US dollar prices here based on this reference. And of course, you can see Hex there at number 3rd biggest pair. Now, the WETH here is actually ETH Fair. It's just the naming convention is not updated. So it's basically using a generic one for ETH. And of course, typically things on DEXs and things like that are wrapped ETH and so forth. So this one here is wrapped ETH here. And of course, it actually is ETH Fair. So just ignore that name there. It's actually ETH Fair. You can see the price of Hex at the moment, 0.006232. Now, the all-time high price is around about 0.2 of a penny. So you can sort of see it's about a quarter of that at the moment. And of course, you can see all the volume there. It seems to be on a bit of a rally, up 44% on 24 hours. Just take that into account. So you've got two things to take into account. The price of ETH Fair coin goes up and down, and of course, the value of the Hex price as well. So you can obviously search for other things like Maxi or Hedron, and you can also trade for those with your ETH Fair as well. So that's pretty much it. So we've set up the network. We've got Ethereum Fair. We know the prices, and of course, let's pretend that we're going to spend $1,000 on ETH Fair there. That means that we're going to go to DeFiSwift Pro and swap some over. So let's have a look here. We're going to go to DeFiSwift.pro. Like I say, I recommend using a separate wallet. And of course, you're going to connect your wallet up there. And what you're going to want to do is switch your MetaMask over. Actually, to the Ethereum network, right? So we're going to go to the Ethereum network because we're sending ETH from this wallet here. And of course, we need to be able to do that. So we're going to actually, we've got ETH selected. We have to go in here, select the ETH chain. We've got ETH selected, select on that. So there we are. We're also going to, I don't know, we may end up 0.75 ETH. I think that's probably close to $1,000. And we're going to end up buying, let me just have a quick look. We're going to fit the, let me just do a quick math here. Yeah, it's about 0.75 is approximately around about $1,000 of ETH, US dollars. And of course, we need to select the ETH Fair network. So we have to just drop down here to ETH of F. No, you can also do ETHW on this chain as well, just like we did on SwapSpace, just a bit different. So ETH F there, and click the token that we want, or the coin. And of course, then it's going to give us a certain amount. So let's put in a 0.75 Ethereum. Let's see what that's going to give us. Updating prices, 447. Now that's around about $1,000, so that's pretty close to what we've got here, 456. Now, obviously, you can make sure that's absolutely accurate. I'm using a quick reference to $1,000 there. I haven't checked the current prices based on the Ethereum price of $1,350. So it's going 447. And of course, once you've done that, of course, you can swap. You'll have to approve, of course, the spend. For the first time on here, you'll have to approve the spend. It's pretty cheap though, of course, based on the ETH Fair price. Then click swap. And of course, once that's finished processing, you will see the ETH Fair in here. Now, it's just got the naming convention ETH, but once again, that's on the ETH chain. So you have to swap over to ETH Fair. Once you do that, you'll have ETH ETF there. And of course, that is ETH Fair. And you'll have your 446 tokens that you got from here in the wallet here. So it's pretty cool, pretty easy. Now we're going to go to step 2. You've got the ETH Fair in your wallet. Now you're going to swap it for Hex. And what you need to do now is use the uniswap.ethfair.org, which is a fork of Uniswap. And you're going to have to log on to this. So you need to make sure that you've swapped over to ETH Fair now. And of course, because now we've got the actual native coin, and we're going to swap that over. So let's swap over. We're over there. And now we're going to refresh this. Let's just refresh this. And of course, now we're logged on to ETH Fair network, and we've got our balance in ETH Fair. Obviously, we're going to pretend that we have 446 ETH Fair or something like that. We've got our wallet, and of course, we've got ETH selected. This ETH is basically just ETH Fair. Just ignore the naming convention. And of course, now we have to find Hex. So Hex in here. Now, I've already got Hex loaded, but you probably won't have Hex on there. If you don't, of course, you're going to need to go get the Hex contract, which is on the Ethereum Etherscan here. You can get it through your MetaMask wallet, of course, and get the real one. It always ends in 39, so we know the Hex contract there. It's got 8 decimal places as well. So we're going to go in here, and of course, you can just paste in the contract, and it will pull up the Hex there for you. So if you haven't added it, once you've added, of course, might give you a little warning, but just click import, and you are fine. Away you go. So we pretend that we bought 446 ETHW or ETH Fair, I should say, and it's going to currently buy us almost 1.5 million Hex. Obviously, the price of Hex at the moment is not too bad. 0006 has been slightly lower, but it's currently on a bit of a rally at the moment there. So that's cool. And once we do that, we have to approve the spend, of course, and then we have to then swap. So 2 little steps there. It's super cheap on this chain, of course. It's on the Ethereum Fate, and then it's really cheap, so you can confirm that, approve, and then swap. And then, of course, like I say, always suggest using a separate MetaMask wallet to do these, interacting with new forks and dexes, and then you can transfer that, if you want to your main wallets, for example. Up to you what you want to do there. Now, cool, that's what we've done. So we've finished step 2, and of course, we've swapped ETH for Hex. We got 1.5 million Hex in this example. And of course, we use that Uniswap Ethereum Fair. Now it's in our wallet, and we need to import the Hex contract. So we've got the Hex contract here. I'll leave all the links in the video description. We have to just go to the bottom here, click import, and away we go. Type in Hex if you have it. I've already added the Hex in there. That's why it's bringing up this error. But in any case, push Hex and then 8 decimals. Remember, 8 decimals is on the actual contract there on Etherscan. So we know that we got the right contract. Remember this, basically the fork is copied over this contract. You can see the contract down here with all the details, the code, the read contract, the write contract, if you're going to interact with Web3. pretty easy. So that's cool. So we've done that. Import the contracts and just add custom token, and away you go. You'll be fine. And then you'll see the hex in your wallet. So well done. You've got the hex in your wallet. Very cool. And of course, optional, you can stake your hex with app.ecosapro.stake hex there. And of course, you can do that on all 3 chains: Ethereum, Ethereum Power, and Ethereum Fair. I will show you how to do that in a separate video. A big shout out to Alex, the dev, for that. So that's pretty much it, everybody. Now, obviously, you can get into our Discord, and the links are in the video description as well. And we've got all these links under useful links here, including some guidance around Ethereum Fair and, of course, Ethereum Power there. It's very, very exciting, and we'll keep that updated. So definitely join our Discord for more information. Hope you guys enjoyed that. And, of course, that is pretty much the ultimate. And I will catch you in the next one. We'll be looking at how to stake your hex, which is pretty cool. You know how to buy hex. And if you got hex for free, of course, you don't even have to buy it. You've just got it on the chain. All you have to do is add the chain to your wallet, and you'll be able to see that and import the token contracts, and you'll be fine. All right, hope you enjoyed that one. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, and all that good stuff. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.